nigga. Look at them bare legs right there. Look at that color. Got the smoke going. Got our wood going. We burning hot. Look at that right there. Them massive right there. Bare legs and bare shoulders. Look at that. I'll catch y'all in a few.
What's your hottest food take? So like, is there something weird that you like to eat or something you don't like to eat that you can never eat that most people would eat? You know, like what's something in the food industry that you know, that you have a weird opinion on?
Well, y'all probably seen that video when I tell them folks I eat coon. I eat raccoon.
You what?
I eat raccoon.
I didn't see that.
I said, no, what do you mean raccoon? Like the raccoon?
Like a raccoon that you see in the trash can.
Where do you even eat that at? Where do you even get that?
I hunt it, I kill it, I skin them, cook them, eat them, all that.
So when's the last time you had a raccoon?
Thanksgiving.
So you went and got the Thanksgiving, you killed the raccoon, or you had you found
my cousins, all my people them hunting all that, so my cousins them they killed it.
Your hottest food take? So like,
Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha, Kodash. Yahweh is the true name of Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, the Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to my apostles and to my elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and peace and blessings goes to the hopeful members of the elect, my brothers that are out in the highways pushing his word and his truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Isaiah from GMS Los Angeles, and in today's lesson, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. But in today's lesson, I saw those two videos I played, Jake eating bear and Jake eating raccoon, all right, which is totally unlawful, all right. These type of animals, I don't even know why. I don't even know why you would think to eat them type of animals. But these Jakes, you know, this guy, wide receiver Xavier from the Panthers, and the other guy I played the first video, they sound like they're from the South, all right? And, you know, people down there, they'll eat damn near anything, all right? They'll eat a snake, they'll eat iguana, they'll eat damn near anything, all right? But us being an Israelite, all right, whether you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian, we're not supposed to eat anything, all right? Not only did the Lord give us, people know as the 10 Commandments, which there's not only 10 commandments. When you look it up, there's 613 commandments in total, and what's in those 613 commandments, it's dietary laws. All right, there are specific laws that the Lord gave us of animals that we could eat and animals that we cannot eat. All right, let's get that in. Let me see. All right, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 2. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai." Right, so who are the holy people? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, the Israelites. We are holy. When you go into the word holy, is Kodash, which means separate. What keeps us separate from these other nations? What keeps us holy? All right, that the Lord, he gave us the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. Let me finish reading this, and I'll get that I want to get a precept to prove that. But it says, "And the Lord had chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations that are upon the earth. All right, so we'll get back to that. Let's get real quick, let's get the book of Leviticus. I think it's 26. Right. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. It says, and ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have served you from other people. The other people is these other nations. All right. Like Moab, Ishmael, Ham. All right. It says that ye should be mine. So out of all nations, the Lord chose us to be his people. And being that the Lord chose us, he gave us what? Law, statutes, commandments, which separates us from these other nations. All right? Because these other nations, they're not bound by these laws. All right? This is why you'll see other nations, they'll eat anything. Because they're not bound by these laws. And Jake, they see what these other nations eat. And they learn, they follow after their steps. When the scripture says in Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2, it says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So the scripture says, learn not the way of the heathen. Our people have been doing that for forever, man. They always learned the way of the other nations. In this case, our people have learned the dietary customs of these heathens. Like, you see Jake eating a damn bear. Who eats bear? All right. Who eats bear? Bear's not normal, man. We're not supposed to eat that. Who eats alligators? Who eats snakes? All right. Then you see Jake down south. They eat that because they learned that from these Edomites down there, man. All right. Because Esau eat anything. All right. And Esau, he don't have to have it cooked. He'll eat that shit raw, man. Okay. But our people have picked up the ways of the heathen, which were strictly commanded not to learn of their ways. And part of not learning their ways is how they eat, because there's no law. They're not bound by no law. But we are bound by a law because we are what? The Lord's holy people. Okay? We're his holy people which makes us separate from them. See if there's more on oh wow, I should have read this. I should have read this. Salaki, I didn't man, this goes with all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Salaki, I should have read a little up. I just noticed it too now. Let me see. Or I'll start from 22. Salakia, brothers. I should have read earlier. But this is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 22. It says, Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not out, because the land is the nation. The land is referring to the land of Israel, which is a holy land. All right. And in order to keep it holy, all right, you cannot do things to defile that land. You cannot do unclean things. You cannot make it unholy, because it's a holy land. You have to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. You have to be righteous. All right. So it says, verse 23, ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation which I cast out before you, because who were dwelling in the land of Israel? Before it was the land of Israel, it was known as the land of Canaan, the Canaanites. All right. And they were doing all sorts of abominations, man. All right. They were doing all manner of wickedness. They're doing all sorts of things that the Lord hates. You could read that in, I think, Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter. All right. Another way of saying you should not walk in the manner of the nations, learn not the way of the heathen. Same thing. But that's exactly what our people have done. And this is why we're in this predicament. Because we learn the ways of the heathen. We follow after the ways, and their ways lead to death. Okay? Their ways don't lead to life. Their ways lead to death, man. It keeps us, here it is, we're supposed to be separate from them, but we instead of being separate from them, we have, you know, our people have learned the ways of the heathen and have separated themselves from the Most High. Okay, because we follow after their ways, which the Most High does not approve. All right. It says, and ye shall not walk in the manners of the nations which I cast out before you, for they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that flow with milk and honey. I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, your God, which have separated you from other people. So the Lord has separated us. Talking about the Lord loves everybody. The Lord's all he died for everybody. No, the Lord has out of all nations, he has a holy nation, a peculiar people that he chosen to himself, and that's the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and some New Indians. All right. It says, ye shall therefore put difference between clean beast and unclean. See, is a bear clean? I think not. All right, it's not. Definitely not. Is a raccoon a clean animal? Definitely not. Okay, those are unclean beasts. All right, those are unclean beasts that we're not supposed to eat, man. And it don't matter if you're in a goddamn wilderness, right? And there's no clean beast around you. That still don't give you a reason to eat unclean beast. Here it is. You got chicken, you got lamb, you got goat. Okay, you got beef. You know, you got cow. You got all these. You got quail. You got all these different clean animals. But Jake want to eat raccoon and a damn bear, snake. Man, come on, man. You know, bears are known for carrying parasites, man. I seen big ass tapeworms coming out of a bear's ass, man. And you want to eat that shit. Jake talking like it's normal. It says, ye shall therefore put difference between clean beast and unclean, between unclean fowls and clean. Ye shall not make your souls abominable by beast. And that's what these Jakes have done. You eating bear and all these different type of unclean animals. You're making your soul abominable. You're defiling yourself. Okay? It says, or by fowl, or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground like a snake. You got Jake, that first video that you see that Jake, he also cooks snakes, man. He eat all sorts of shit. You know, want to eat a damn alligator, man. We're not supposed to eat them type of stuff, man. There's nothing you could do to convince me that's right. I don't care how good you think it is, man. I don't care how good you think it tastes. We're not supposed to eat it. It's not lawful. There's a reason why the Lord gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments. He didn't just give us these laws, like these laws in this case. I'm speaking of the dietary law for no reason. All right, there's a reason why he told us not to eat these type of animals, unclean animals. Okay, there's a reason for it. You eat what they eat. It says, which I have separated you from as unclean. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I the Lord am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. Right? We are the Lord's. All right? He has separated us from these other nations. He gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? And like I said earlier, part of the law, statutes, commandments is these dietary laws, man, in which Jake does not keep. All right? Jake eat anything, and they don't consider that you're not supposed to eat these type of animals. All right, these animals are unclean, and it's not a, it's not rocket science, man. It's not rocket science. It's not hard to wonder why the Lord said we can't eat these type of animals. It's not rocket science. If you do your research, it's an easy thing. All right. I remember, man. There's this one guy. He used to come out the camp. You thought, he came out. He all started. He turned out to be a bugged out Jake anyway. But man, this Jake, man, there's just things you should know. But this one Jake. This was downtown LA. He asked, and everyone, when he asked this, when he said this, everyone reacted like, man, like, just get out of here, bro. But he asked if we could eat a lion. Fucking Jake. He asked, is a lion lawful? I can't believe he even asked that. Like, that's kind of ridiculous for you to say that if a lion's lawful, man. But let's go back to Deuteronomy 14. And 2, it says, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself. Okay? So we're the Lord's chosen. Out of all nations, the Lord has chosen us. It says, above all the nations that are upon the earth. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing, like a bear, a raccoon, snake, all right, shrimp, lobster, pig, pork. All right, all these things are abominable, and there's many more. Okay? You tell Jake you shouldn't eat shrimp, but they'll think it's a luxury because Esau portrays it to be. Shrimps are bottom feeders, and that's what you people are eating. You're eating nothing but a bottom feeder. You might as well eat a damn cockroach, man. And here's the thing, right? A lot of people don't understand why the Lord made shrimps and what shrimps actually do in the ocean. All right? You ask people, would you eat a cockroach? All right? Would you eat cockroaches? They'll say no. So why are you eating shrimp? Okay? Same thing. Why would you eat? You might as well eat a damn cockroaches, right? If you're eating shrimp. Because both are both the same thing as both being abominable. Right? It says, these are the beasts which ye shall eat. Right? So the Lord gave us animals. There's animals that we can eat. The ox, man, oxtail, oh, man, that shit good. I love when my mama used to make me oxtail. That shit was good, man. Get some rice, either brown rice. I get the oxtail. I get the liquid, pour it on the rice with some plantains. Oh man, that was good. Ox, all right. The sheep, like lamb, man. And there's different ways to cook lamb. Lamb is good. And goat, man. This is all reminding me of my mama's cooking, because she used to make me, I used to live with her, and she used to make me all this. She used to make me lamb, ox, goat. And I loved her oxtail, and I loved her goat. I did the same thing with the goat. Man, goat was something else. That's like I was a natural Viagra. These are animals. These are good too, right? The hart, the deer, which I believe is a deer. Yeah, deer. You got different family deer. You got the elk, which elk is like deer and elk are like the best cleanest meat you can eat, because they have the less fat. The less fat, the better. All right. I used to get me some elk burgers. No, not elk burgers. Elk meats. Like the beef form, the patty, like the burger, but it was all elk. Because that was the cheapest one. Elk is very, very, very expensive. Elk is expensive. It's like the place I went to is literally like $60 a pound, because they don't have them here. So I should have. I still might try it, but I used to get me like the elk patties, $10 a piece. I used to give me those, maybe some elk burgers, man. Those shits were fire. Elk, deer, that's one of the good meat. All right. Let's see. The heart and the roebuck, which says is a gazelle, right? And the fallow deer, and I think that's the it's a family of a deer. If you want to know, it's a type of deer, right? It says in the wild goat and the garg, which says antelope, and the wild ox and the Slovakia, that's where's a tongue twister. Camoyas, mountain sheep, mountain goat. All right, those are clean animals. And every beast that parteth the hoof and cleaveth the cleft into 2 claws, and cheweth the cud, among the beasts shall ye eat. Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the cloven hoof, as the camel and the hare and the coney, for they chew the cud, but divide not the hoof, therefore they are unclean unto you. And the swine is a very, is a main thing that Jake eats, that Jake can't give up. Swine is something that, is not lawful. We're not supposed to eat pig, okay? Because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcasses. So not only you're not supposed to eat of their flesh, you're supposed to not even touch the dead carcass. You shouldn't even touch pork. I go to the store, before I touch it, I look at the label. All right, this is turkey. All right, this is turkey meat. It's not pork. It's beef. Not pork. All right. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. All that have fins and scales shall ye eat. And whatsoever hath not fins and scales ye may not eat. It is unclean unto you, like catfish. That's another popular thing in the South. They like to eat catfish, which is an unclean fish. Of all clean birds ye shall eat, but these are they of which ye shall not eat: the eagle, and the ostrich, and the osprey, which are vultures, right? And the gled, and the kite, and the vulture after his kind. All right, because you have, different family kind, different, the same family of vultures. And every raven after his kind, and the owl, and the nighthawk, and the cacao, and the hawk after his kind. The little owl, and the great owl, and the swan, and the pelican, and the gear eagle, and the cormorant, and the stork, and the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat. All right, like a bat. That's something that Moab likes to eat. You get it? Every creeping thing that flieth is unclean unto you. They shall not be eaten. But of all clean fowls ye may eat. Ye shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. Right. You should not eat anything that dieth of itself. So you may find a deer, but it died already. You didn't kill it. You could tell that it's been dead. You're not supposed to eat it, right? Thou shalt give it unto the stranger, which is what? The other nation that is in thy gates, that he may eat it, or thou mayest sell it unto an alien, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk. All right, yeah, you're not supposed to eat a goat, which is a kid, like a baby goat that's still under his mother's milk. Same thing with venison. You're not supposed to have venison, which is a baby, a cow that's still under his mother's milk. All right. So let's see. Yeah, that was it. We get the point. You see Jake eating all this sorts of things. Eating unclean food. When you have all this, you got goat, you got ox, you got sheep, which lamb, you got beef, man. You got all these clean animals that we can eat. But Jake want to learn the way of the heathen and eat abominable things that defile their souls. So with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha, Kodash. Shalom.